Hey grabbers, Shayna and Grace here.
Hi.
Because everybody else is sleeping and Scuba's distracted by the outside world. I'm going to show you a little video about us redoing the insulation in our attic. We had Terminix come out. They took out all of our nasty old insulation and they were able to put in new insulation that upped the R value of our home, and so it's better value for our home if and when we ever resell it, and it also helps in the efficiency of our energy, saves on, like, obviously the electric bill, keeps the heat inside in the wintertime and the cool inside in the summertime. So I wasn't able to get too much footage because I didn't want to get in their way. It was kind of a dirty process getting the old insulation out, and so I'll just show you a couple clips. So when they were taking out the old insulation out of the attic, what they did was they took out all the rolled up stuff, the rolled up insulation, and they stuffed it in garbage bags, and then from the attic they would drop it down onto the floor in the upstairs, and then once it was out of the attic, then they shoved it out the upstairs window, and they were able to kind of drop it onto the ground in our yard or whatever. And so the picture of the bags in our yard so we'll show you a picture of the black garbage sacks out onto our yard. Those were full of the rolled up insulation that they just tossed out the window into our yard, and made me super happy that they didn't have to drag the insulation all the way through the house. So I was really glad that we were able to open up one of those old windows upstairs and shove the bags out that way instead of coming throughout the entire house. So that was cool. And then after they were done taking out the rolled up insulation that were stuffed in the garbage bags, they took, like, it was like, I don't even know what it is, but to me, I would say it was a huge vacuum cleaner thing that was running in our yard, and the hose, it was a huge hose, came up onto the roof and through that upstairs window, and they had a technician up there, and they were just basically like vacuuming out everything, all of the loose insulation, all of the garbage, all of, shoot, that was years and years of just crazy insulation dirt buildup of, like, the house was built in 1903, and I'm pretty sure it went through some extensive remodels like in the 70s and 80s or whatever, but still the insulation upstairs, it was just jam-packed full of just crap, and so that vacuum was up there, and they were up there for, shoot, I would say a couple hours just vacuuming out all of the loose stuff. And so then I'll show just a short little video of that huge old hose going up there and then just sucking out all this stuff. Neat process. Like, don't get me wrong, I would not want to have to work for that because I can't handle insulation myself. Just the thought of it is kind of like, oh no, I don't want to touch it. But I'm very appreciative of the guys that came out and did that work for us, and then they came back a couple days later and they had to do the same thing where they ran a hose up onto the roof into the upstairs window to blow the new insulation in. Okay, and so when they installed the new insulation, it was actually, it did take a while to get all of the insulation kind of blown up in there, but it was actually a little bit of a cleaner process because all they had to do was just take their little hose all the way up through there and just start blowing. They were up there for another few hours just blowing it in, getting it into all the cracks and crevices up there, and they were able to I don't spend much time up in the attic. It kind of creeps me out a little bit, but Dakota said that it's way nicer than it was before. Obviously, it's cleaner insulation, it's better insulation, and it is applied a lot better. It's like all in the cracks of the where the attic comes down and it meets the walls or whatever. They have it all in there, and to where none of the it's all sealed off or whatever. And so like I said, the energy efficiency is going to be amazing. We are super excited about what this is going to do in effects with our house and with the energy bill and with the efficiency of all the energy that we'll be using. So, you know, hashtag go green. We do want to take you guys on our adventure of restoring our beautiful 1903 house. And thanks to Terminix, they did a great job, and the technicians were very respectful of our property and our house and of us, because we were home as well. So
Support
enjoy.
us.
Oh yeah, and what do you do? You hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, turn on the notifications so that you don't miss any of our videos, because we're amazing, right? We appreciate you, grabbers. Take care, and we will see you in the next video.